Okay, I'm recording.
Okay. So good morning, everyone, and welcome to yoga this morning. Today's class is a full body, slow stretch. It will feel a lot like a yin practice because we're in the pose 2 minute. Pose is 2 minutes, but in order for it to be an official yin practice, we need to stay in the pose for 3 or more minutes. So we are moving very slowly. And as always, if anything begins to hurt, pinch, tingle, burn, it's just too uncomfortable, then please back out of the pose and find a seated position or reclined position that is comfortable for you. So to begin our practice this morning, find a comfortable seat. I'm sitting on a blanket. My hips are a little tight this morning. So find your comfortable seat, the base of the spine reaching into the earth, the crown of the head reaching towards the heavens. Take a few moments here to find some stillness. Following your own breath. Palms come together at heart center, Anjali Mudra, offering seal. We'll take 3 cleansing breaths. We'll inhale through the nose and exhale through an open mouth, releasing our breath. Preparing to inhale. Inhale through the nose. Release. 2 more. Inhale. Release. Inhale. Release. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, arms comes down to your side. Inhale high. Exhale back down. Inhale high, making your movement graceful. Exhale back down. 2 more. Inhale high. Exhale back down to the ground. Last one. Inhale high. Exhale back down to the ground. Inhale high. Exhale, left arm comes down to the mat, right arm reaches up and stretches over. Left palm comes into the mat, pushing that left arm and reaching over with the right. We're here for a few breaths. Shoulders back and down away from the ear. Inhale back to center. Exhale, right arm comes down, plant the right palm. Left arm reaches up and stretches over on the exhale. Push into your right palm, stretching through the left arm. Shoulders back and down away from the ear. Inhale, center, arms high. Exhale, left arm comes down to the mat, right arm reaches over and rests on the top of the knee. Center, inhale. Exhale, begin twisting from belly to ribs, chest, shoulders, neck, head, eyes. Take 2 full breaths here, filling the belly with air and releasing through the nose. Inhale back to center, arms high. Exhale, right arm comes behind you, left arm comes over towards the back of the knee. Inhale, center. Exhale, begin twisting from belly button to ribs, chest, shoulders, neck, head, eyes. Fill your belly with air. Exhale through the nose. Last deep inhale. Inhale, arms back to center. Exhale, arms float down to the knees. Inhale, center. Exhale, left ear falls towards left shoulder. Finding your tall seat. Feeling the breath here. Allowing the weight of your head just to slowly float down towards your left ear. On your next inhale, come back to center. Exhale, right ear floats down towards the right shoulder. Let gravity do the work for you. Relaxing your shoulder, relaxing your jaw. Two more breaths here. Inhale back to center. Exhale, slowly drop the chin to the chest. And when you're ready, begin to make half crescent moves, moving the chin from one shoulder to the other. Allow your head to hang heavy while making your half crescents. And while here, consider the beauty of the song, "Great is Thy Faithfulness." On your next exhale, drop the chin to the center of the chest. As you inhale, bring your chin up towards the center of your body. And release. Finding our way to tabletop, bring your hands behind you and let them lift you forward on your knees and come to tabletop. I have a blanket, and if your knees are tender or sensitive, you might want to use a blanket under your knees, which is my situation today. So in tabletop, we'll take just a few rounds of cat-cow. If your wrists are sensitive, you can ball your fist and be up on your wrist like this. So for me, I'm going to lay them flat. So inhale, lift the tailbone, drop the belly, lift the head. Exhale, drop the tailbone, lift the belly, drop the head. Inhale, expand. Exhale, contract. Really round here. Two more. Inhale. Exhale, contract. One more. Inhale, expand. Exhale, contract. From here, we're going into thread the needle. Left hand comes underneath, between the right hand. Bring your head down to the mat, your ear down to the mat. Hips are over the knees. Palm faces up. You can bring your right arm out, stretch your right arm out straight in front of you, or walk it over towards the left side. We're here for 2 minutes. Great is thy faithfulness. Morning by morning, new glories I see. Breathing in and out through the nose,
Releasing tension anywhere in the body that you feel it. Opening up the upper back. Breathing in and out through the nose, releasing with every exhale. Really letting go of obligations, expectations. Feeling the space with each breath that you are creating in your body. And we have a few more breaths here. As we prepare to come out of the pose, the right arm moves back under the shoulder. Take a nice deep inhale. As you exhale, press into your right palm and lift your left arm back through and place it flat on the mat. Other side, inhale, exhale, right arm comes through. Slowly lower your head down to the mat. Stretch your right arm straight out in front of you. Sorry, your left arm out in front of you, your left arm over towards the top of your mat if you want a little bit deeper stretch. As we come into the spring season, morning by morning, new glories I see. Every time I walk out of my door, I see new growth, new bulbs popping up, azaleas showing their faces, pansies. New baby birds. So many wondrous things. With each breath that we take, life is a miracle. And our world is so wondrous. We have a few more breaths here, breathing in and out slowly through the nose, filling the belly with air, and slowly releasing. As we prepare to come out of the pose, bring your left arm in and place your hand underneath your shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, push into your left hand and lift yourself back up to tabletop. Take 2 rounds of cat-cow. So inhale, lift the tailbone, drop the belly, lift the head. Exhale, drop the tailbone, lift the belly, drop the head. One more. Inhale, expand. Exhale, contract. Coming back to neutral. Lower down onto your belly on the mat. So as you lower down on your belly, we're going to start with our left arm first, and I want to show you what that looks like. So I'm going to face you and see if you can follow my cues. So
Your left arm will be at a at a 90-degree angle on the mat. So your left arm is on the mat at 90 degrees, you're lying on your belly. So imagine I'm on my belly. So with my right hand flat on the mat, I'm going to push myself over so I roll onto my left hip and my knees are going to come towards the right. So actually I end up looking like this on the mat. So it opens up these pec muscles up here, and it can be very intense. So you have to find the spot that will give you the best release without causing you pain. So I'm going down on my belly, my left arm is out 90 degrees. I'm pushing into my right arm, rolling over on my left hip and bending my knees out towards the right side. So my left arm is back behind me, my knees are in front of me on the mat, and then lower your head down to the mat. We're here for 2 minutes. I expand my heart and mind to the openness of giving and receiving. I expand my heart and mind to the openness of giving and receiving. So allow your body to really release and let go. So you might feel tension in your right shoulder as well as in your left shoulder, and see if you can let that go as you exhale. Because this is an unusual position for us, we might clench our jaw or tighten our neck. See if you can let that go as well. Maybe as a response, you've also tightened your legs or your hips. And bring your awareness to any space that you feel you have brought some tension to, and see if you can let that tension release. So preparing to come out of your pose, inhale. Exhale, straighten out your legs. Roll over on your belly. And bring your left arm back into your body. And come up into Sphinx pose. So legs are extended, toes are pointed. And elbows are close to the ribs. Before we go to the other side. Just a few breaths here. Preparing the other side, lie down on your belly. This time your right arm comes out to a 90-degree angle. Left arm is pushing into the mat at your shoulder distance. Inhale, exhale, push into the mat, roll over onto your right hip. Bend your knees and slowly lower your head down to the mat. And see if you can find some sort of release here through the shoulders, through the pectoral muscles. It takes a little bit of time to totally release in this pose because it's actually very demanding. And we feel very vulnerable when we are in a position that is
unusual or position our body is not normally in. So to make up for that vulnerability, we begin to tense up other parts of our body. So with awareness, see if you can identify where you might be holding some extra stress or tension. And as you exhale, really let those spaces open up and release. We have about 3 more breaths here. So bring your left hand shoulder to shoulder distance, preparing to come out of the pose. Take your inhale, exhale, straighten out both legs, roll over onto your belly, and bring your right arm into your ribs, your left arm into your ribs, straighten out the legs, make some adjustments, come into your Sphinx pose. Gaze should be in front of you or down on the floor. This is a nice little rebound pose. So our next pose is a reclined pose on our back. So from here, lie on your belly and as best you can, roll over so that you are on your back. If you have a block, I would use a block on this. For some people, it's a little bit too much tension, but you can try different things. So if you have one, maybe try it first. If you don't, it's no problem. You still will have the effect of the stretch. So if you do have a block, inhale, exhale, push into your heels and lift up and place the block underneath your hips. So find where it's comfortable for you. Maybe make some adjustments in your shoulders. So you're resting on your shoulders. They're rolled a little bit underneath as well. Inhale. If you don't have a block, it's okay. As you exhale, straighten out your left leg. And on your next inhale, bring your right knee in towards your chest. And you can bring it in as far as you would like. And we're here also 2 minutes. And this is a deep stretch in the quad and in the hip flexor. The stretch is a little more intense if you're on a block, but if you don't have a block, that's okay. You will still get the benefit. So inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose, release any tension. If your knee is experiencing tension, let it go. If your shoulders are experiencing tension, release on your exhale. I find beauty in the world around me. And as I state an affirmation, you can say it to yourself silently or out loud. I find beauty in the world around me. Preparing to come out of the pose, inhale. Exhale, lower your right knee and your right foot down to the mat. Bend your left leg and bring your foot to the mat. If you need to make an adjustment, maybe make a little bit of an adjustment. Otherwise, we're going to inhale here. Exhale, stretch out the right leg and bring in your left knee towards your chest. This side may feel very different from the other side. Maybe your upper thigh is tense. As you exhale, relax and let go. Maybe there's some small tension in your knee. As you exhale, relax and let go. I find beauty within. I find beauty within. As you exhale, allow your hip to release. Allow your foot and your ankle to relax. Allow your shoulders and your neck to melt towards the mat. Preparing to come out of this pose, take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, slowly release your left leg and bend your right knee and place your right foot onto the mat. Take a nice inhale. As you exhale and you've been on a block, push yourself up into bridge pose. If you were not on a block, push yourself up into bridge pose. Clasp your hands underneath bridge pose if you can. Take an inhale, push a little bit more into your feet and come up and push your hands down towards the mat, rolling the shoulders under. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Exhale, release the hands, place the palms flat on the mat, slowly lower down from the upper spine down to your lower spine as you find your way all the way down on the mat. To release this pose, stretch out your right leg and then your left leg, right arm overhead, left arm overhead, deep. Nice long stretch, opposite ends. Make circles with your ankles, circles with your wrists, one way, and then the other way, both ankles and wrists. Shake them, shake them, shake them. Arms come back down by the sides. Bend your right knee, your left knee, bringing both feet to the mat. We're going into figure 4. So inhale. Bring your right knee to your chest and place your right ankle over your left knee as you exhale. Preparing for our figure 4, inhale, lift up, bring your left thigh towards you, clasp your hands underneath, and slowly as you exhale, bring your shoulders back to the mat. If this is too intense for you, you can always place a dictionary or block under your foot, and you can stay here. You can also release your hands and just be here pushing away. So whatever position works for you, that's where you want to be. So we're here for 2 minutes. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Allow your feet and your legs to relax. If you need a deeper stretch, you can always put your hands on top of your shins and interlace your fingers, drawing your body closer to you. Drawing your legs closer to your body. You can also extend your left leg straight up and pull in. This takes a little more action for your arms, so I like the bent knee with my fingers interlaced around my shin if I want a closer and a stronger stretch. It's not necessary for me today, so I'm not going to do that. So our affirmation here is, I find compassion towards others. I find compassion towards myself and towards others. So if anything is pinching or burning, back out of the pose just a little bit. If you need to come out of it completely, come out of it completely. Slow, deep, nurturing breaths through the belly, in and out, through the nose. As we prepare to release, take a nice deep inhale, center. As you exhale, allow your left foot to come down to the mat. Grab your right knee, bring it into your chest. Stretch your right leg out completely, left leg out completely, both arms overhead for another nice long stretch. Inhale, as you exhale, bend your left knee. Right knee, feet come to the mat, arms are down by your side, going to the opposite side. Inhale, bring your left knee into your chest. As you exhale, place your left ankle over top of your right knee. If this is enough for you, stay here and use your left hand against your knee. You want a little bit of a stretch there. Otherwise, prepare to go into figure 4. Inhale, lift up, bring your right thigh towards your body, interlace your fingers. Slowly exhale, bring the shoulders down to the mat. Allow your leg, your shin to just drop. Relax the feet. Find your position you want to be in for 2 minutes. Again, if you need that deeper stretch, interlace your fingers around your shins, pulling the legs in closer towards the body. If it's too much, remember you can put a dictionary or a block underneath your right foot. So there are a lot of options to make this pose accessible to you. And if there's any pose that you still want to be in but are unable to get there, if you send me a text message or a little message, I will explain to you how you can best do that. And in this pose, I show loving kindness to myself and others. I show loving kindness to myself and others. Really releasing anything that has tension here. Knees, ankles, hips, shoulders, jaw. Letting go of thought. Preparing to come out of the pose. Take a nice deep inhale. As you exhale, allow your right leg to lower and bring your right foot to the mat. Draw your left knee in towards the chest. Extend your left leg out and then your right leg out. Both arms come overhead, really stretching nice and deep. Bend your right knee and your left knee, bringing both feet to the mat, preparing for our twist. Feet are hip distance apart. Inhale, center. Exhale, allow both knees to drop towards the left side of your mat. If your left leg does not touch the floor, place something underneath it so it's raised. It can be a pillow, a blanket, or a block. And we're here for 2 minutes. Breathing in and out through the nose. Creating some space to allow beautiful things to happen today. Morning by morning, new glories I see. Really relaxing, taking the time here to let go. Anything you don't need, you leave on the mat today behind you. And we're here for 3 more breaths. Finding stillness in our own body. Preparing to come out of the pose. Inhale, center. Get strong in your left foot and left leg. And as you exhale, push into your left foot and activate your thigh and roll both legs back to center. Make any adjustments you need here before we go over to the other side. Inhale, center. Exhale, slowly allow both knees to float down towards the floor. Again, if your right knee is not touching the floor or right leg is not touching the floor, be sure to place a blanket or a block underneath that knee for support. This supports the back as well as the leg. So inhaling, center, exhale, let everything go. Really release here. This is our last pose before Shavasana. Releasing any tension in the body with every exhale. And while here, contemplate the question, where do I find beauty? Where do I find beauty? And maybe go to that favorite spot, that favorite memory, and just sit there. Be there in your mind and absorb all of that beauty. And as you absorb the beauty, allow your body just to release what it doesn't need. And breathing in and out through the nose. Notice if your breath has slowed down just a little bit. Notice if your body has found the relaxation. And as you are aware in your space of beauty, capture that beauty and place it in your heart. As we prepare to come out of the pose, flex the right foot. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, push into your right foot, activating your right thigh. Float both knees back to center. Make any adjustments you need to on your mat as we prepare to go into Shavasana. Stretch out your right leg. Stretch out your left leg. Both arms stretch out overhead. And bring your arms down by your sides and relax your legs and your feet and your arms, your jaw. And bring both palms to your heart center and place palms on your heart center. Recalling that beautiful space you were just in. And once again, bring arms down by your side, palms up, as we prepare to go into Shavasana. Eyes closed or soft gaze. I will sing one round of Om to begin our 2-minute Shavasana. Om. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Make gentle circles with wrists and ankles, one way and then the other way. Bring your awareness to that beautiful space of beauty that was in your memory. And hold it in your heart. And when you're ready, roll over to one side or the other. And stay here for just a few breaths. And when you're ready, push up into a seated position. And as you prepare for the end of your day or the rest of your day, remember that beautiful spot in your heart that you were able to go back to. And give that beauty and that joy and that love to everyone you meet. Great is thy faithfulness. Morning by morning, new glories I see. God bless you, everyone. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.